folks. Hi, how's it going? How are you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing my empties for the month of September. I typically try and get to a little bit earlier than this, but I've been struggle busing, honestly, to film. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I felt completely unmotivated lately. With that said, this is my bin of empties, and I think you probably saw it in the thumbnail. There's quite a bit to go through, so we're going to jump into it. But first, before we do that, for those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. So happy to have you here today on our channel. We are lovers of all things colorful, high-end beauty and self-care here on this channel, and I am out here just soothing my soul, and I'm hoping that you're out here trying to find somebody to help you soothe your soul. Like, do what you want to do, be who you want to be, and live your best life. And that's all I can ask for. I also work in the beauty industry, so I like to give you all the product knowledge that I'm receiving in my position in the beauty industry. And I like reviews, and I like makeup chit chat, and I hope that you're in for it. And if you are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave and the bell so that you're notified every single time I upload, because I upload multiple times a week. With that said, let's jump into these empties. I'm hoping that my man out there mowing the lawn isn't going to come through on my mic. My mic does a really good job of really taking out any kind of like excess noise, so I'm really hoping that it's going to do a good job, and if not, then you're going to hear a weird voice from me, because I will try and take it out in editing, and sometimes I kind of suck at that. So here we go. Let's roll into these empties really quick. So the first thing I pull out of here is this. It is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser, sorry. This has been in my collection for forever. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, legit years. And the reason why is because I purchased it way back when I wasn't really wearing makeup all the time. Just a little hint, that was 4 years ago. And I used to use it all the time to clean my face, but then I stopped once I started wearing makeup and started cleansing in a different way with different products. So, with that said, I have reverted back to this several times over the last several years, and I finally used it all up. I did also tell my kid that he could start using it, both of them actually, that they could start using it as well to help wash their face. I have a ton of cleansers, you guys. I just needed to get something out of my collection when it comes to you know, facial cleansers. So there's that. I would repurchase this. I did like it. It is a phenomenal product. Drugstore price point. Really great facial cleanser. This is a Skin & Co. Blue in Capri Shower Gel. And I got this in a FabFitFun, I do believe. And I think at that point in time, I said, that smells like a man. This will probably go to my man. But I ended up using it. He's just not the kind of person that uses this kind of stuff. I mean, let's be honest. And I liked it. It was fine. It just really does smell like a man. I wouldn't repurchase it because I didn't really love the smell of it. The cap broke off of it too. So, I mean, it didn't break off of it. It broke like literally in half on top. So, I don't know. It was the weirdest thing, but it wasn't bad, but I wouldn't repurchase it, and that's good because it's a damn expensive shower gel. The next thing I have in here is this. It is the Bath & Body Works White Barn Champagne Toast Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. Love these gentle foaming hand soaps. Pretty much the only hand soap I ever use. Actually, the only hand soap I ever use. This one had scents of bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. You know, I have to be honest. I like this in soap form better than I like it in candle form. I cannot stand the smell of the champagne toast candle, which cracks me up because Smoky Glow out there loves it. Constantly is using her champagne toast candle, and I'm like, how? I like it in the soap version more than the candle version for sure. I, however, would not repurchase this scent because I just didn't love it. I am more of a sweets. Like, I want it to taste good enough to eat. I want it to smell good enough to eat. And this is just doesn't smell that way. So nothing against it. I definitely love the foaming hand soaps, would definitely repurchase it, just would not repurchase this scent. This is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleanser. This is the only cleanser that I use for my brushes in between main washes. I do clean my brushes every single day. This is gentle enough to use every single day on brushes, as long as they're high quality brushes. I would say if it's like a Morphe brush or, well, I think that Morphe brushes are trash anyways and are going to fall apart no matter what cleanser that you use on them. But like, I know that I have used this every single day with my Sigma brushes and have zero problem with them falling apart. It is a really nice, gentle brush cleaner while also taking out all the makeup, stripping it of all of the toxins that could get into your skin. And I do use it every single day. It's quick drying, so I will even use it right before I put my makeup on, and it's fine. The only thing I would say is with your more dense brushes, like your foundation brushes, don't use it right before you need to use that brush, because then it's kind of awful. It's got kind of the scent of vanilla on it, but it's very chemical vanilla. So it does have a better scent than a lot of other, you know, alcohol-based cleansers, but it still smells very chemically. This is a wonderful quick drying formula for in between use. I would suggest it always. I buy one every single rouge event just so that I have a backup. And I have one currently that is in use that's about like 3/4 full, so I know that I need to pick one up the next rouge event. They last me about 6 months at this size, so the rouge events are pretty perfect for replacing it. The next thing I have in here is this. It is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I use this every single day as my first cleanse. I do have one in my bathroom because I buy one all the time for backup, because we get a really amazing Clinique discount at least twice a year. As a matter of fact, it's going on right now, and I may go purchase another cleansing balm. That is where I'm headed as soon as I get done filming today. I love this cleansing balm. It takes off everything I need it to take off, including waterproof makeup. The only thing is it's a cleansing balm, so I don't think it was ever made to be an all-over cleanse, a first, second, and last cleanse. I do know that if I use it as a first cleanse and then go back in and use it again as a second cleanse, I do feel a lot cleaner than I do after the first cleanse, but I always use this as just a first cleanse, and then I go in with something else as a regular cleaner. Not that this doesn't do a good job, because it definitely does. It takes off all things, including my waterproof like mascaras that I use, or any kind of like not supposed to budge kind of makeup. I just recommended this to a woman who is needing a first cleanse for like stage makeup. This is a great cleansing balm. I would repurchase it 100 times. The next thing I have is this. This is the Redken Deep Clean Dry Shampoo, and this was just like a travel or sample size dry shampoo. I did like this. I did feel like it refreshed my hair. I did feel like it was going in there and really cleaning up the like oils on my scalp, or the grit in my hair. For those of you new here, you see my hair color. It is typically a lot more vibrant than this. I think I'm sitting at like 18 weeks. I need to get my hair redone so badly. I can taste it. I don't wash my hair every single day. I can't with the Vivids that are put into my hair. I typically will go about 7 to 10 days in between washing my hair. Not that I don't take a shower, because I definitely do, but I typically go 7 to 10 days before washing my hair. This keeps my oils at bay. This keeps my hair looking refreshed and clean and good, and keeps it from feeling gross as well. So I would repurchase this in full size. I think this size is yeah, it says sample on it. It's just a little tiny sample that I got, but I know that the full size, I think, is a $25 dry shampoo. I really do think that it's worth it for sure. The next thing I have in here are just some little makeup wipes that I got. I'm not even sure where these came from, honestly, but I have several of these packs here, and these are the Niliva. I don't know what this brand is. I can't even remember where I got these. I think I got these at our timeshare when we went away for my birthday. I used all 4 of these. It says it's an all-in-one cleaner, removes makeup, cleanses, and refreshes. I definitely didn't feel that, but I don't feel that from any makeup wipe, if I'm honest. They did dry out my skin quite a bit, so I tried to use them as little as possible. What typically happens with me with makeup wipes is that I will use them to wipe off like around my eyes when I'm putting my eye makeup on, because I kind of make a mess of my face and don't really care because I put on my eye makeup first. I will also use them to wash swatches off of my hands when I'm doing my palette roulette videos or any makeup videos where I'm swatching stuff, and that's what I found these to be good for as well. I don't feel like they take everything off though, and I feel like they kind of leave a sticky film behind, so I wouldn't repurchase these for sure. I also used this one, which was by Rayo, and this one was at a hotel that I stayed at the last time I was traveling for work. The last time I went traveling, I forgot a lot of stuff, honestly. So these definitely come in handy for those times, like emergency situations. I just would never, ever recommend that you use them on your face on a regular, because alcohol, our makeup wipes are full of alcohol and they'll dry out your skin. The next thing I have are these. So after realizing that I had forgotten all of my makeup removers and using this, I did go buy these ones. These are the Makeup Melt Oil-Free Makeup Remover Wipes by Bliss. These are actually okay. I did not mind these. I did feel like that they cleaned my skin quite well. I don't feel like that they left any kind of like remnants of like oil or anything, probably because they're oil free. They do come made with chamomile, so
have you guys seen that TikTok where the guy calls it chamomile something? I can't. Chamomile? I can't remember what he calls it. That's funny. I'm just remembering that. Sorry.
I do feel like these did a really good job of taking my makeup off. I also feel like these did a fantastic job of not drying out my skin while I was using them. But again, they're just a makeup wipe. I try not to buy makeup wipes because they're also like, you know, environmentally, they're horrible. So would I repurchase them in a pinch? Sure. I would repurchase these before I'd repurchase probably any of those or the Neutrogena wipes, which I hate. But I also am not in the market for repurchasing makeup wipes just to repurchase makeup wipes. So there's that. I did finish this through my Simply Sample series, which I am supposed to do every other week. Currently, it's like just when I get done testing the samples. So there's that. This is a Skin Gold's Refreshing Sheet Mask with sea minerals and hyaluronic acid. This was sold by Bath & Body Works many moons ago. So it's a Bath & Body Works mask. And they have one thing that they do really, really well, and they should stick to that. And that is, you know, soaps and candles. Not necessarily skincare. I wouldn't say that this is the best mask out there. It did fit my face. I was super happy with that. I did enjoy it. I was super happy with that. But I didn't see any great, you know, benefits of using this. And typically with a sheet mask, you could see at least something after you take the sheet mask off. I didn't really with this. And definitely not anything that was superb enough to stick around for a while. So there's that. The next thing I have in here is a couple of toothpastes. So this little tiny guy is what sticks around in my makeup bag so that when I go out of town, I never forget a toothpaste, because I've done that before. I started carrying around a little tiny sample tube of toothpaste for just in case. So this is the Colgate Total Whitening, I think, in clean mint, and it's just a toothpaste. It's toothpaste. It's toothpaste. It's toothpaste. It was really good. It got the job done. It is what it is. These don't go into my Beauty Empties. I just like putting them in here so that you guys can hear my thoughts. This one, I bought a 4-pack on a whim at Costco, and I don't typically do that because toothpaste is one of those things that if you don't like it, it's tragic, right? Because you have this whole tube and you're putting this stuff in your mouth. So if you don't like it, it's not good. So I typically don't buy 4-packs, but I did of this. And this is the Colgate Optic White Renewal. And it says it removes 10 years of yellow stains. It's a high impact whitening toothpaste. What I don't typically like about whitening toothpastes is they taste not great, which is why I was scared to buy a 4-pack of this. But this doesn't taste bad. You would think cinnamon because it's red, but it's not cinnamon. It's definitely just kind of a minty kind of taste to it. It's not a bad tasting toothpaste. What I would say though is I'm not 100% sure that it's doing what I thought it would do with whitening. I was a smoker for many, many years. I'm a reformed smoker. I no longer smoke. I haven't smoked in like 3 years almost, which is crazy to me because I smoked for so long. And I am an avid coffee drinker. Have always drank coffee. And you know, when I was a kid, I didn't take care of my teeth. I didn't. So I have good teeth, but I also have yellow teeth, and that's sometimes pretty, you know, it makes me very self-conscious in certain situations, and I would just like for my teeth to be whiter without having to go whiten them, because my teeth are also very, very sensitive, and whitening makes them hurt almost. I think it maybe did whiten them a little bit, but not a lot of it. So I don't know. I've got 3 more tubes of it. So we will, actually, I've got 2 more tubes of it. So we will see, because I gave a tube of it to my daughter who needed toothpaste. So I probably would repurchase it though. It's a decent toothpaste. It tastes really good. The next thing I have in here is this. It's the Murad Resurgence Rapid Collagen Infusion. And this is just kind of like a lotiony serum. I used it every single day, every single morning. I actually quite liked this. I didn't, my skin wasn't bothered by it, and with some Murad products, I kind of hit this point where it's like, am I allergic to Murad? I don't think I am. I think I was just using a new product that my skin didn't like at first. You know, your skin goes through the purge sometimes. I did notice an incredible difference with this product. Murad is really potent, good shit. And I would recommend this over and over and over again. I felt like my skin looked healthier and more plump the more I used this, and that made me happy, because as you get older, as you age, you want your skin to continue to look like it did when you were 20. That's never going to happen. But the closer you can get to that, the better you feel about your skin. I don't have horrible skin in the first place, which is shocking to a lot of people because I don't drink a lot of water, but it is really, really dry. And I felt like when I was using this product, it looked less dry, and it, like the fine lines and wrinkles kind of disappeared on my face, which is amazing. I currently am not using another collagen booster, and I can see the fine lines and wrinkles back into, like, especially my cheek area. So it makes me super sad. So I need to find another collagen product in my mass of skincare down there, because that was a really good product and I would repurchase it, but I know I have more. Then I have this. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I tried a makeup melting cleansing balm by e.l.f. a long time ago, I think like 4 years ago, and I absolutely hated it. So I really didn't think I was going to love this either. So I just put it into my makeup bag as a to-go product for just in case I forgot my makeup cleaning stuff. And that was the downfall of why I ended up having to go get makeup wipes, because when I opened this up to wash my face, it was gone. So I put it in my bag, but never took it back out of my bag. I don't mind this makeup cleansing balm. However, I do not think that it cleans as well as this one does. What I would also say is that it is smushier. If you've never used a cleansing balm, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the Clinique cleansing balm is firm, and you don't really have to dig into it, but you do have to like have a firm touch to get the product out of the dude, the contraption. This guy, it's like butter in here. You could just stick your finger in and pull some out because it was like whipped almost. I don't know. It was very strange, but it was a decent cleansing balm and I didn't hate it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not, because I have a ton of other cleansing balms that I prefer, but it's specifically the Clinique one that I can get for $15 on a good sale, and this one isn't much less than that. So not this size, of course. So I would continue to purchase my Clinique one or Elmis, or I have a Clean Zero one that I'm going to Clean It Zero one that I'm going to try before I pull out another Clinique one. I would try those before I would ever purchase another one of these. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't also amazing. So I'm going to keep the container though, because I do love its size for travel purposes. So there's that. The next thing I have in here is this. It is the CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast, and it is a mascara. It's not a bad mascara. I just think that it is so dried up. This is the wand on it. It's very, very, very skinny. It worked perfect, honestly, for getting into those lower lashes. I didn't 100% love it for my upper lashes. It didn't give me the volume or the length that I really, really desire in my upper lashes, so I wouldn't repurchase this by CoverGirl. The next thing I have is this. It is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and if you guys watched my Project Pan, I think last week, you would have seen this in that Project Pan. I was so excited. I have so many concealers and I don't even wear concealer. So what I found myself doing with this guy is actually taking it out of the tube and dabbing it on my hand, and then using a wet sponge to dab it off my hand and onto my eye area. I felt like it just functioned better for me that way. A lot of people just put a dot here and a dot here and then blend it in. I feel like it makes my eyes crepey when I use concealer in that way, but I did like it on my hand, and then from the hand onto the sponge onto my face. That did work well. This is a good like cover up type of concealer. It reminds me a lot, however, in Shape Tape, and Shape Tape is not my favorite concealer. I actually quite hate Shape Tape. It's very drying and my skin is already dry, so it doesn't work for me. I need a little bit more emollient of a product, specifically if I'm using it for my under eyes. This wasn't a horrible concealer. I would say it did its job as far as covering things up, but it was just far too dry for me, so I won't be using this again and or repurchasing it. But it's a really good concealer if that's what you're looking for. I did take the stopper out of it and got every ounce of use out of this little guy that I could for Project Pan purposes. This is the Algenist Reveal Color Correcting Eye Serum Brightener. This works a lot like the Becca Under Eye Brightening Cream, only it's dry. And again, like with the concealer, I need a more emollient product, especially if it's specifically for my under eyes, because my under eyes are, I'm aging. I'm a lady of the age of 45, so I am old. And I need something that is going to not make my under eyes specifically, look like I'm 90, because I'm trying to hide all that, right? So this worked well in the way it was supposed to work, and I love Algenist products as a whole, but I didn't love this product. I wouldn't repurchase this product, and I'm super happy to have it out of my collection, but it's a wonderful color corrector. The next thing I have is this, and it is the Clinique Quick Liner for Lips Intense, and this is an intense blush, and this I started using and then could not put it down. It was my favorite lip liner for the, I think, 3 months that I was able to use it. That is what the problem is, though. I feel like this went so quickly, so quickly. It was creamy, but not so creamy that I think I was overusing it. It was just a beautiful color. So if I was overusing it, I was overusing it because I love the color of it and just slathered it on all over my lips. But I do that all the time with my lip liners. That is what is currently on my lips today, is the Pillow Talk lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury. And I have my lip liners last a whole lot longer than 3 months. I don't even think that this lasted 3 months if I'm thinking about it. I started it in a Shop My Stash, and I do my Shop My Stash updates every 2 months, and this was gone by the time I got to my update. So it lasted less than 2 months time. I loved it, but I don't think I'd ever repurchase it because I just didn't get very much use out of it. And this is a full-size product. Even though I got it in one of those kits that they sell around Christmas time, this is a full-size product and it lasted me less than 3 months if I use it all the time. It's a $20 item. I don't want to repurchase it every 2 months because I use it all the time. I have way too many lip liners to just be stuck on one anyways. I'm not mad at it. I just wouldn't repurchase it. The next thing I have is a tool. It is the blender sponge that I got from my friend JC, I think for my birthday last year. Maybe it was Christmas. I think it was Christmas because this was in like a little box with an elf on the front of it. And I did like this sponge. My sponges are color coded. Does that seem weird? So I use one for foundation, one for cream bronzers, one for cream blushes, and one for concealer, and they're color coded. This was my bronzer one, and I loved it for that because it's stiff. I would say I wouldn't use it as I tried it as my foundation sponge, and I hated it. I felt like I was punching myself in the face every time I used it, but I loved it for bronzer. Great sponge. I think she maybe got it at TJ Maxx or somewhere. I'm not sure. It was in a box with an elf on it, so I'm not sure. It reminded me of one that I had purchased myself from TJ Maxx in a box, but with like a unicorn on it or something like that. So I think that's where she got it, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. JC, correct me if I'm wrong. But they have great sponges, but this isn't one that I would ever recommend for using to put foundation on your face. This just, if you're new here and you don't know, I do throw away my sponges as soon as they start to get worn or my nails tear into them when I'm squeezing them out. And this one does have quite a few tears in it from my fingernails. So I won't be reusing it. It does look super, super clean and new though, doesn't it? Isn't that weird? My foundation sponge is stained. Stained. Okay, next I have these guys, and these are the last two products in here. So I have 2 of the wallflowers from Bath & Body Works. I have 3 of the little wallflower plugins in my home, so we go through quite a few of these. I have cinnamon spiced vanilla and 1,000 wishes. I don't know which is which. I can't tell you that. But 1,000 wishes has warm and comforting notes in it. It had notes of fresh ground cinnamon, sugar crystals, and Tahitian vanilla bean. So of the 2, I would definitely repurchase the cinnamon spiced vanilla again. It smelled so good. It smelled like vacation. I loved it. It was such a nice, warm, and comforting scent. It truly was. This one, this 1,000 Wishes, I felt like was super bitter. And that maybe goes back to me not liking champagne toast because I feel like they're the same scent profile. And I maybe feel like they're the same scent profile because they both have sparkling champagne in them. But I evidently just do not like the scent of champagne. I'm okay with that. I hope that you're okay with that. But I wouldn't repurchase 1,000 Wishes. Funny story, I have a whole bunch of 1,000 Wishes stuff because I won it at a fundraiser for a friend of mine with cancer. I think I showed you all that in like a haul video or something. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I have a whole lot of it. So you'll see 1,000 Wishes again and again and again until I get it all out of my collection. And y'all, that is it for empties. I hope that you enjoyed this video. What did you empty in the month of September? Was it as much as I did? Or just parts of what I did? Or just not even close to what I did? I would be interested to hear. What I also like to remind people is this is not 1 month's use of products, right? When I get these Clinique cleansing balms, they last me a good 3 months before I have to purchase another one or start using a different cleanser. So dry shampoo, I do go through pretty quickly, but this toothpaste, with me, just me using it, it lasted me like 6 months. So like this isn't 1 month's use. This is just all the things that were finished up in this last month. And there seems to be a lot, but a lot of it is also big and has been in my collection forever. So I'm not mad at it. Thank you guys so much for watching me today. I do hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that if you did, you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. Really does help our channels out here. It tells YouTube there are people watching our videos and liking our videos. Leave me some comments down in the comment section. I would love to have a conversation with you guys down there. Let's learn from each other. Let's figure out what you've used, what you liked, and any comments that you have on the items that I've used or questions. I would be happy to answer anything that you have out there. And with that being said, I just hope that 2021 is treating you all kindly, that you and yours are well, that you're all healthy, you're good, you're solid, and that you all are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.